My bad. What's up, Rana? What's up? Hey, I know. These are my key levels. We have no news. Well, we had orange folder, so that's not bad. I would expect price to go up and down. Be choppy day. What's the current daily range? 30 points. Is it low? I think you might just need to put my volume up. If I put it any louder, what's up, Sujay? It might be pretty loud. Today's probably going to be choppy. I'm leaning towards lower prices. I think these levels are going to be met within the week. We could potentially see previous week's low get taken, which is the weekly fair value gap high. Also trade into its volume imbalance. And then from there move higher towards previous week's high in this imbalance. That's possible. Bro, I'm like right there next to my mic. I really don't think. I don't know. Does anyone else feel like my mic is quiet? It's always been like this. I can't really make my mic any louder. I could add some gain. Let me try something. What's up, Wayne Jerry? What's up, bruv? Can you guys hear me good? I could add some gain, but that'll make it pretty loud. Does that make it any better? Is that any better, guys? Is that too loud? Is that any better? Better, worse? You good? That's, these are my levels. Look at the weekly chart. It's pretty clear, in my opinion. We have previous week's high here, previous week's low, which is the weekly fair value gap. And you know what? Let's draw this imbalance with let's just extend this weekly volume imbalance. Oops. And this will be marked out for the rest of the week. So the weekly volume balance, solid line. This is the weekly volume imbalance, the weekly fair value gap, and then previous week's high. So this is what I'm looking at. I would want to see price to go lower at the beginning of the week and then higher later on. But today could be pretty choppy. We did have orange folder news, which is not bad. So we could see Monday actually move lower. If it's going to move, I'm more interested in shorts, to be honest, towards the volume imbalance. Alternatively, we could go up, take previous week's high, going into this imbalance, and then go lower. I'm not favoriting that as much because that means ES would be going to all-time high or pretty early on in the week. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we go lower. We're in pretty close proximity to the volume imbalance. I mean, we're literally, yeah, it's 100 points closer to the volume imbalance. So I'm more interested in taking shorts if I was gonna take something today. So the new week opening gaps currently higher. Oh, those are really nice. They're really nice relative equal highs though. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart, right? Damage is being done here. Smooth edges. Those are really nice London highs right there. So we're gonna be patient. Today, we just gotta be patient. Open up. What are the accounts at? I think we're at like a solid 0. Yeah, so we literally have 1,060 to work with. Halfway to pass. Okay. Yeah, right. Time first. So we're gonna start seeing a run. Like I feel like it fits for price to manipulate lower, and then maybe like Tuesday, I mean, the other days, there's some pretty decent news. But I don't know. Nothing definitive yet. Nothing definitive. I need more information. Whether, regardless of, even though I think price is going to push, like, aim lower first in the week, right? That's just like my soft bias. I'm not going to take shorts today, expecting price to come down here, right? If I'm going to take a trade today, right, it's going to be based off like something intraday. Sticking to ICT only, good, bro. Dude, round of applause for this guy, man. Let's do it, man. I want to see you succeed. That's my opinion. That's what it's going to take. Um, so like I said, if I do take a trade today, it'll be quick, it'll be lower risk. I'm either gonna break even quick or partial quick, or just aim for something small, right? I don't know if Monday's gonna move. It doesn't have to move, right? I'm not expecting it to. I'll be looking for something pretty much similar. We'll either be looking to trade during a macro or a second stage distribution at 10 a.m. So like we're just looking for a move and taking the fair value gap. If price goes lower at 9:30, then these highs do look really good. I can't lie about that. These highs look really good. These relative equal lows look good. But these highs, we bullish? No. In terms of the weekly chart, I think price gonna come into this volume imbalance. I think price gonna come to the weekly fair value gap lower, and then from there move higher maybe. As for today, I'm not expecting much. Whatever I do trade will be a quick. I'll like maybe if I take two macros, I'll for sure partial 2-to-1, and then the rest let it go, or I'll break even early or something. Because today could very well just be choppy. I mean, look at the daily candle. Today's literally we're literally sitting around equilibrium of the daily range right now. Like we haven't really done much. It looks like a whole lot of nothing. We're just that's the daily range, right? Oh, that's Friday's high. Shit, I did this wrong. Hold up. This is the daily range. We have Asia lows. Yeah, we're still in equilibrium. These highs down me. We literally, in my opinion, we haven't done anything yet. Really, there's no. I don't know. I feel like if someone has like a strong, I would recommend no one has like a strong bias yet. Just wait. It's Monday. There's no red folder news. There was some orange folder, but there were some red folders on the other days of the week, right? Those days are going to be more interesting. Time is always first, right? Why should price move? Yeah, we did take out London lows, so we could go higher from there. But we could also retrace and then go lower. Look at this new week opening gap. There's an hourly fair value gap above. Like for now, my short-term drawn liquidity would be this hourly fair value gap here and here. Like, that's where I'm expecting price to go, like right now. So at the minimum, I mean, it could go higher. Yeah. Oh, yes, it's gonna take high of day. ES is literally going to take high day. We're going to get SMT, and then we might get like a nice short. Previous day high is really close for ES. We might have an SMT at previous day high, and then that would maybe offer a nice setup for shorts. And it would also kind of be this AMD. So that's not a bad thing. Okay. Okay, guys, the game plan. You ready? I'm going to drop everyone the game plan for me personally right now. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for ES to take previous day high. That's going to give us an SMT, something that looks like this. Actually, it would be something that looks like this. Right? When that happens, the NQ is gonna come into the. Okay, let me restart. The game plan is the S&P 500 is gonna take out previous day's high. We're gonna get an SMT at those highs. I'm gonna look to short when Nasdaq comes into a premium of this range right here, which will be the hourly fair value gap. So basically, looking for confirmation of shorts from the hourly fair value gap. Price is likely to come up here and take previous day high. We're really close to. the previous day high on ES. It's literally 2 points. Like it's gonna be met any second now. And we'll see from there if we can short this hourly fair value gap. Nasdaq being the weaker assets. Maybe we can come up and do this fair value gap right here. This 15-minute fair value gap. This is the 15-minute dealing range. So we're looking at that's a good game plan. We're gonna get a higher time. Yeah, it's probably going to the 4-hour FEG higher. It could go higher than previous day high, yeah. Yeah, it could go there. I guess we can mark that out. That's a good note. But I'm more looking for Nasdaq to show rejection off of here. I mean, we could get even a higher time frame SMT in which Nasdaq will take out these relative equal highs. It doesn't have to though, because ES will form SMT. So let's just stay patient and see, because there's a lot of scenarios here, right? Like ES could go all the way up there. Nasdaq could just simply take out a short-term high here and then move lower. We have an SMT there, and then there's a lot of things. Let's look at DXY. So far, DXY is moving higher, maybe towards that hourly fair value gap. So maybe that'll fit with lower prices later at like 10. But we're gonna have to sit here and see for a bit. So we've marked out our levels. So let's just mark this out. Relatively equal, let's say equal high. This daily SIBI. I'm more focused like, okay, where could ES actually trade to? I'm looking at this, the daily SIBI high. Get a complete rebalance of that. All right, so you guys see my levels, everything is marked up. We're simply gonna sit here and watch price. See what happens. So we've marked out previous day high. We marked out the daily SIBI high. I wouldn't expect ES to go much higher than that if it wants to. Doesn't need to. Engineering liquidity lower right now. The last thing, yeah. So BJ, no gap or anything, and VWAP is flat, looking like a range day. It could be a range day, 100%. That's why if I do take a trade, it's gonna be either lower. Well, it's gonna for sure be lower risk. But if I do see something I really like an obvious strong liquidity with some higher time frame confluence, I will simply be looking to break even really quickly, or just aim for something really minimal. We're back into the new week opening gap. It definitely seems like currently the drawn liquidity is higher. Gold to all-time highs. I mean, yeah. Probably it's right there. I don't know, is there like a 5-minute fair value gap or something? Relative equal highs, 5-minute fair value gap. I mean, that would have been your entry. Go down from the 5-minute, you see the 1-minute inversion, enter right there. Price came back into the inversion. Look at that, perfect delivery. Took out this high. And you doesn't have the willingness to rush higher. It should, my opinion. All right, 1 minute till open. If we do go lower first, including ES, if both of them go lower, if ES takes previous day high, I'm not interested in longs anymore. But if both assets go lower at 9:30 open, I wouldn't mind taking a long, targeting previous day high on ES, and something on NQ. Doesn't really matter what. So let's see what happens. We would be having manipulation lower. Accumulation, manipulation, go lower. We can start targeting some relative equal highs. But I would need to see some sell side get taken here. So maybe this 15-minute low. ES has perfect equal highs. Like this would be a really good long if we can manipulate lower. Did you pass your accounts? Yeah, a while ago. Okay. Okay. I would consider longs if we can take out sell side at 9:30 and get a little bit of an AMD situation. NQ takes out these lows. We're gonna have an SMT. Equal high on ES looks really nice. I want to see price move lower, take out the 15-minute sell side, form an SMT, and then from there, I wouldn't mind. Because even if we're gonna range, we shouldn't even expand that much lower. So there's gonna be a lot of confluence in that long. If we can manipulate lower. If we failed, like that's not really enough for me, to be honest. I don't like that we left that low. These people feel safe. I feel like we're gonna come back down and take them out. Because primarily longs have been profitable in this price run. So yeah, let's see if we can take that out. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, we've taken out sell side. You know what? I'm not gonna label it red. I'm gonna label it stop hunt. Because that was clean as fuck. Well, regardless. So we have the SMT there. Yeah, that's a fair assumption. I'm more leaning toward lower prices, but honestly, today's probably going to be choppy. Right now, I'm currently bullish, just expecting price to come up into here. Yes, previous day high, maybe the daily CB high. So first thing I would want to see is this: can price respect 50% of this candle? So far, it looks like we are. Not saying I'm going to enter a trade. I'm saying, okay, previous day high was just taken. And we do have room higher. It's different because we went lower first, but I don't like that. No, for now, let's just measure this. Use this so we can. Like, there's not going to be. I can already tell there's going to be nothing that forms here. Not even the 15-second time frame. Yeah, there was an inversion on the 15-second and a bullish fair value gap right here. I guess you could have taken that. That should pretty clean. You guys want to see? Look right here, guys. Look right here. This is your sell side liquidity rate. Came back 50% this wick, respected. Inversion, formed a fair value gap, tapped in. If you took that long, there your 2R already hit. So could have entered there on the 15-second time frame. Like that would have been probably. Like, there's a good chance that that's probably the best thing that could have formed today. And then you end standard deviation, the manipulation leg. You get the. Yeah, that would have been a really good entry actually. That could have been a really good entry. Should have paid attention there. There is another 15-second fair value gap formed. I'm looking for this 1 minute volume imbalance. 19744, 19788. If we could come into here, which is also a breaker, I wouldn't mind taking this long stop loss at the breaker low, targeting those long and equal highs. We'll go like 1, 2 ticks below, and we something like this. Not bad. If we get a fair value gap, ES has a fair value gap there. Looking at the daily CB high. Really like those relative equal highs. Looks like a strong liquidity. I'm not in this. I'm just scouting. Oh my god, I'm on the 3-minute time frame. Oh, I'm such a noob, bro. So I wouldn't mind something like this. I'm gonna look to enter this depending on how this candle reacts. Maybe if we form a bullish fair value gap off of it or something. 1-minute time frame. Right, this is your breaker. I'm not gonna rush in. That is your breaker. That is your fair value gap. That is your OTE entry, I believe. Like I said, there's a good chance it's gonna be a range in. I don't like that we already took previous day high. Can you look at EU and gold? Yeah, give me a sec. See if the 15-second chart tells me something. Not much. If we get a bullish fair value gap here, I wouldn't mind entering off that. Maybe a 15-second bullish fair value gap. I'm gonna show you guys my screen. I'd want to see this get inversed 15-second time frame and form a bullish fair value gap 15-second time frame. This is your 1-minute immediate rebalance. Is your 15-second respecting this fair value gap? That's why immediate rebalance exists. Doesn't look like it's gonna go higher. Maybe if we get a market structure shift, fair value gap here, high, low, something. 15-second breaker or something. Target. Something like that. We can get a measured move. Targeting -1, standard deviations. Watching closely. A bullish fair value gap here. And I'll enter. Right, we got that inversion. How much stop loss would that be? 15 points. We'll go with 2 micros. I'm looking at the 1-minute time frame here as well, right? So I'm gonna do 1 micro. We tapped into the volume imbalance. I didn't put my entry there. I should have put my entry at that volume imbalance. Because that's your 1-minute immediate rebalance. Okay, looks like we might get a fill anyways. I'm gonna fill myself right here. Oh no. Okay, we got a fill. It's only 1 micro. I'm going low risk on this. Let's go to the 1-minute time frame and watch this paint. Put in some relative equal highs. I shouldn't come back below here. We'll put it at like 50% of that. That's a discount array. We've entered 1 micro long, guys. So let's just show what it looks like here. We are in 1 singular micro contract long. And I'm honestly tempted to break even as soon as we take out that high because it looks pretty choppy. I'm looking for a potential measured move here. So this move lower, standard deviations is right here. I'm looking for a minimum of here, which was probably overlapping with the daily CB high. We did form a 1 minute bullish fair value gap on ES. That is nice. Our stop loss is like right here or something. It's like an 8-point stop loss. 1 micro. Yeah, it's not a good reaction. Probably gonna get stopped here. I mean, we could go with the breaker low, but it really shouldn't even trade down there. Yeah, it's pretty much at the breaker low. So we'll go with that, yeah. 3 minute time frame. Trading at the breaker low. This is getting confusing. Let's just show this. Actually, we'll keep showing the trading view. We got a closure above the new week opening gap high, which is what I liked. Getting a little bit packed. Wait, I just realized how little 1 micro is, guys. I'm literally risking like $20 to make 40 or something. This is gonna be like the smallest risk trade ever. Like literally no risk on this trade. I'm risking $20. I didn't realize how small it was gonna be. I like that wick, right? Tapping new week opening gap low, but look at the body. It's nice. We're risking 40 actually. Stop loss is at this low right now. Probably gonna get stopped, to be honest. Yeah, we're out. Minus 40. Guess we entered a bad trade. ECBPR short. If you're bearish, I wouldn't have shorted there. Yeah, it's okay. If I'm gonna take another trade, it's gonna be 1 micro again. Yeah. Did we even get into the hourly? Yeah, we did. Now market will go up? No. I think I just entered the wrong trade, the bad trade there. It didn't need to go higher than previous day high. Like I literally, like I said, guys, I literally said at the beginning of the stream, I was like, ES probably gonna take previous day high, and Q takes them to the hourly fair value gap, and from there go lower. That's pretty much what happened. This is the first fair value gap from 930. We got the inversion. We don't need to go any higher, to be honest. We really don't. I wouldn't mind taking a short here. No, I don't think it'll go up. I don't think it'll go up. This is the first fair value gap. Taps into the hourly. ES took previous day high. It's gonna be like a ranging day. I wouldn't mind taking a short here. We're gonna try a short there. No, we tapped in, but I didn't get. We hit the volume imbalance. I didn't get a fill. That's sad. Yeah, we're gonna miss. We're probably gonna miss that fill because it technically did tap in. We still have the inversion. That's sell side. Still valid for me. We can double this move. All right, let's see. So the very first fair value gap, stop loss would be right there. 50 ticks, so 13 points, stop loss 1 micro. This would be the last trade of the day. ES would have gave a fill right there. And Q is weaker. We're not gonna get a fill. That's a bearish order block. I'll take this order block if it forms and just do like a stop loss there. That's gonna be formed as a bullish order, bearish order. Actually, did we take out the sell side? Still think we lower. I like that inversion. Yeah, we missed our fill. I should have entered on the volume imbalance right there, but it's okay. We were trying to be precise. I'm gonna take this order block. Time frame. We really miss a fill there too. All right. Let's see. So ES would have to respect this. The value gap wick, take out sell side, and then we'll see from there. So kind of playing off this entry. I'd probably look to reduce risk. Maybe we're just doing dumb shit. Let's see how this plays. Basically a continuation of what I was expecting here. So far, no immediate reaction. Been on my mind every day. I'd want to see ES close below here to like confirm that this is likely to go lower. ES close below there. Honestly, guys, I'll probably just secure break even if this goes lower. ES is going. Lows. Oh, I don't like that wick. That's not good. Would have wanted to see it keep going. Let's see if we can take that wick out. Nice. Volume imbalance there. Not bad, not bad. It's only 1 micro. Looking at -1 standard deviations as a minimum, right? How many points is that? 1682. 60 points. Guys, what's 60 points 1 micro? 120? That's a lot. I'll never get up there. How much is that? 40 points? 80? If I could, man, if I could take partial, I would take a partial at that low. What we're gonna do is if this goes lower, I'm gonna trail my stop at this so I can secure. Let's see. I'm gonna decrease my stop here. This is a rejection block, so it shouldn't even trade into this order block. So I'm gonna put my stop right there. Right there, this wick right there. Anyone take a trade in Zao? Look how we traded to that volume imbalance. Same tick. I didn't even fill it actually, so Very bearish sign. My stop loss is just above 50% of this wick. So literally the opening price of the closing price of that order block I entered off of. I'm looking for this sell side here, these relative equal lows. And if we're lucky, -1 standard deviations, which lines up with this volume imbalance, so we would take that. I want to see this continue expanding lower. I want to see large candles through these lows, or officially break even on the day. I'm looking at this. Okay, we'll look at these two. I still think we go lower. I'm tempted to almost break even this trade now. It's like very staircasey. Volume is so low. It's not the volume. It's just. Oh, you mean like just the range of the candles? Yeah, it's low range. I don't know. It looks like we're in a sell model. I think we're in a good trade here. We have a good stop loss. If we lose, what is that? 12 points, $20. So we'd be down 60 on the day. Not even half risk. Let's go around like half risk. Almost back at our entry. That's not what you'd want to see. I don't think that looks good. We never even got a closure below this low. Never even closed below this candle here on ES. So that's not a good sign. We do have the macro now. Let's see if the macro can deliver. Nice price run for us. Low, high, high, low, higher, high, lower, low. This is a breaker. Price could retrace to that breaker. We're probably going to get stopped here if it's going to go above this volume imbalance. You already hit daily SVG? Oh, yeah, lower. But we still have the weekly and the volume imbalance. I do think we go lower. I still think we go lower. I don't know. That's just me. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We form a bullish value gap here. I'm going to close. It shouldn't go any higher than this high right here. I'm going to put my stop right here, guys. It shouldn't go any higher, in my opinion. Shouldn't go any higher than that. Shouldn't go any higher than that. Otherwise, we're just wrong. Took out the short-term high, respecting this wick. Doesn't need to go any higher. Rejection block there. On ES. That's your rejection block. Right there. Let's see if this macro can deliver lower. 15-second bearish value gap and just inverse. I want to see fast closure below these lows. Expecting price to come here at the minimum. Be a nice TP if I could get it. Lines up really nicely. Measuring this move. We've already had that move lower though, no? Oh no, it's like once you break. I want to see if these two up close candles can become a bearish order block. Looks like it will. Looks like the macro is going to deliver for us here. Very nice rejection off the rejection block. I want to see big candles go from this low. This low right here. What is this? 19705. I want to see big low. Big low. I want to see big candles. This is the low of day, guys. So if we're gonna come all the way here and not take out low of day, I don't know. Tapped into the order block right there. Look at that beautiful delivery. Let's see if that pushes us lower. We can put our stop loss here now. So we got a very tight stop loss now, which is good. So pretty much no risk on this trade now, but I want to see it deliver. It shouldn't come back up above here after hitting the rejection block, taking out the short-term high, displacing lower, forming the bearish order block. Shouldn't go any lower. I would want to see this expand lower now. Take out the sell side here, and maybe we could see price come into the 50-minute fair value gap lower. Right now I have my TP at a -1 standard deviations. There was a 15-minute volume imbalance that lined up nicely. That's what I'm looking at right now, but let's see. This would need to go lower. Right now, it's not really reacting off the order block, so not what I was expecting, but let's see. ES kind of just filled the volume imbalance there. So looking for this to fill nicely. Volume imbalance on ES. We've already lowered risk, which is fine. So let's see how this plays. Shouldn't go any higher. Really should not go any higher. High, low, higher, high, lower, low. This is your bearish breaker as well. You can use that. There's standard deviations on this range. Like at the bare minimum, you'd really expect price to come here. Yeah, like just measure this move lower. I just don't think we're really gonna keep this low, huh? It's possible, I guess, but I really think we get big body candles. I'd want to see big body candles. Right? I'm looking at this speed and velocity through this. Wouldn't want to see it fail to go below. That's not what you'd want to see. If we can get like a 15-second, even the 15-second time frame, I'm watching for an inversion. We failed to inverse. We got the wick. So yeah, it doesn't look good. It's just not the speed I was looking for. But we're gonna give it some leeway. Might be stopped like break even here. Minus 10, $7, $6. Let's see. That wick is not like promising. We would have continued lower in my opinion. There's no SMT though. I mean, there's a high time frame SMT, but we're expecting the sell model to deliver. We can give it some room. Maybe there was a 2-minute. We never even closed below the. I mean, we did. I guess it's just really choppy. 4-minute played there, nice. Okay, see that. 5-minute immediate. We tapped into the 5-minute volume imbalance just now, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. We're gonna hold on to this. I want to see this wick get destroyed because this will become a discount array if it doesn't. So if we had would it take to close below 50% of that wick? Kind of just letting this go. Be patient. Let the macro deliver. One minute till 10 a.m. Now, something that could happen is like 10 a.m. could give a retracement higher and then move lower. I wouldn't want to see that, but we are in this. Been kind of reading these candles pretty good. The 5-minute went open high. The 10-minute, the hourly's candle's gonna close right now near its low. I think we're probably gonna get stopped out here just based on time. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. could go lower first, I guess, which would be very nice in our favor. Low PA? Yeah, it's pretty choppy. I mean, we're break even here, so there's no need to overthink it. Let's mark out the 10 a.m. candles open. Let's see if the rest of this macro can deliver for us. Very choppy indeed. Very choppy indeed. Respecting the volume imbalance still. Anyone who's like seeing this as the resistance, like I feel like in that mindset, we're probably just engineering these like lows. But this is all very balanced price range. So ES going a little bit too high than comfort. Is that the word? We have an SMT at these short-term highs, so it falls to the short. Okay, that's the sell side taken. One wick. That's it. One tick below. It's not what I was expecting. If we get a closure below here, guys, I'm gonna put my stop loss at that low or just above it. Just one wick, huh? Like this is my 2 RTP, so I'm tempted to close. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Okay, nice. So I'm gonna put my stop loss above that low, guys. We're putting our stop loss just above that low. This is a 15-minute low. It could keep going lower. We took out sell side, yeah, and we're out of the trade. Just like that. So we made what we lost. I need to take profits there. I'm not gonna be greedy. That was like a lot of RR. We took out the sell side, right? This 10 a.m. candle could be a bullish candle. I didn't get the standard deviations I wanted, but right, we didn't even close below, so it doesn't look like it's gonna continue. And it looks like that. So far, it's looking like a really good decision. Perfect trade? I wouldn't say perfect, but any more than that is not a good. I mean, I really wanted the -1 standard deviations with that volume imbalance. I'm not gonna lie. We'll keep it up and see. Or at least -1 of this range. We did get -2 of this range. Like we did this manipulation twice. So yeah, I think that's enough. Pretty much in terms of the actual account, not much happened. We're up 25. So we made our last trade. We lost 40 on the first trade. We made what 75 on that one. It could have been a little more. Nonetheless, that was a good close. Very good risk to reward because we entered right here, if you guys remember. So, oh, it wasn't very good to risk reward. It was like literally 2. It felt a lot better, but lost recovered. Nah, not bad. We almost got a really nice fill, right? Our initial entry was right here. I don't know if you guys remember. It was literally one tick. This was our original trade, and our stop loss was out above the inversion high. So if we had that, now that would have been a 5-hour trade, 63 points. We missed that fill, so we had to. It went from 63 points to 40 points. So we missed out on 40 points there, which is why another reason I'm not gonna be greedy about it because I had my limit here originally, guys. So literally like from 1766 to 1767. So literally that's 0.75. So not even a full handle. Right, my entry was there. We didn't get a fill. Stop loss would have been this inversion high. Shouldn't trade back above. And our TP, our minimum TP would have been right there at the 15-minute sell side. So that could have been a 4.5-hour trade. We missed that. We looked for the continuation entry, identifying this as a bearish order block. So that was nice that we identified that. It's unfortunate we didn't get the first fill here. We were trying to be precise. I should have noticed the volume imbalance, by the way, which is why I missed the fill. We did tap into this volume imbalance, one tick, perfect entry right there. We did not need to go into the bearish fair value gap that formed. So that's on me. That's a simple mistake. That's why we missed out on 20 points. Nonetheless, we recognized the order block there. We hit the TP. I think that was a good close. 10 a.m. open low into the sell side. We could potentially see higher now. Expecting, even if this range is going to be a range day, you'd also expect it to be higher. So that's that. That's that. We're not going to look for anything so big on a Monday. Like, it's Monday. There's going to be more trades. I'm glad I'm not negative. I'm not going to take another trade. It could keep going lower. It could go higher. For now, we're just going to look to see if we can learn for free. Learn for free. So what can happen here? So notice this too. This move was measured. 99 points, 108. We did it from London. 102, 108. Two legs. Boom, boom. Simply targeting the relative equal lows. If it's going to go lower, right, we have here the 15-minute City low. We have the volume imbalance. We have the daily volume imbalance, and then the weekly fair value gap. It could definitely go there. And if it does, it is what it is. We would be taking longs on Tuesday probably, or Wednesday. That happens today. Let me quickly scan the stocks. What the hell happened here? If DXY is bearish, I would look to long from here. New York's continuing lower. That's okay. Let's see. No silver bullet entry, no nothing. So like I said, this is out of my scope. So if we do continue lower, like I said, where can I expect it to go? The 15-minute City low, the volume imbalance, which is where my original TP was. And we could even see us come into here, which is the daily volume imbalance high. This yellow box. Wow, yeah. Piercing. There's your 10 a.m. I guess that could be the 10 a.m. high, but let's see how this goes, I guess. We're not going to get FOMO. Could go there. If it does. So, you know what? While I'm here, let me just simply journal this. Really quickly. This is going to be really good for the journal. We can learn from this. Wait a minute. Oh, I entered here. I was going to say, how did I get a fill if it never hit the order block? But I entered here. So we can put this here. The daily city high. Yeah, looks like we're gonna go. At this point, we look for continuation on cube. No, no, no. Now we're in a premium. I mean, now we're in a discount. I'm not gonna get fear of missing out. It could keep going lower. At this point, I would honestly expect it to keep going lower. Just based off that displacement alone, it looks like we're gonna come to here. ES would take out these relative equal lows. We're gonna have an SMT, and that's probably what's gonna form. But that's not for me. This could be your silver bullet, right? But that's not for me. That would be me chasing price. What's up, Mikey? How to start studying ICT core content? You got to watch the videos, and I would use my notes to follow along. Any trades today? Yeah, we're up like 30, whatever. We took a short here. I ended up closing here. I wanted to see -1 standard. I'm literally wrote it right. I wanted to see -1 standard deviations, and then that's what I wanted to see. It hit 10 a.m., so I just closed because it was 10 a.m. and we just had this long wick. I closed it right at that wick, pretty much like at the red line. So I was looking for lower, but then it got a retracement. It could have retraced deeper in my opinion, so I think it's really good that I closed. I don't regret closing at all. I'm not going to chase this move. This was my higher time frame drawn liquidity. So if we kept going, I would have looked to take a close here. That would have been like best case scenario. But it is what it is. It's Monday. I'm not gonna go for it. But at this point, yeah, looks like we're definitely gonna come into here. So yeah, I'm not journaling this just yet because I wanna put this in the journal, right? So I entered at 9:46. I want to put this I'm gonna put this all in my journal, right? This is simply learning opportunity. Notice how the first inversion fair value gap right there is the first fair value gap that formed. Very nice. So I want to see, does this get reached? And if it does get reached, at what time does it get reached? Right? I want to see all that. We entered. I got filled at 9:46, so pretty close to the macro. Yeah, the macro did definitely deliver. Yeah, man, that's. I do think we're gonna go up, take all-time highs personally on ES, but I have no point in putting them. I'll just journal it after. So I'm literally gonna close my top step. Yeah, I'm not gonna take any more trades. That was already two. It's enough for a Monday, right? The first trade was. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The first trade I took was freaking awful. The first trade I took was awful. If you can destroy a puff while a good strategy, yeah, why not? Of course, if you can trade it. It's not my cup of tea. I like to get moves like this. Like you know what like I like to do? Like, why was the first trade bad? Well, it was a little bit of FOMO because I missed my 15-second entry, right? And it was still pretty early to take a trade. We took up previous day high. I literally said it. Like, oh, it was just a bad trade. Like that first trade I took, I literally said if ES takes previous day high, I'm not even interested in longs. The only long I would have wanted is if we manipulated lower, and I literally said ES also has to manipulate lower. Otherwise, I don't want it. Because if we just left relative equal highs at previous day high, that would be a strong draw on liquidity. We literally took previous day high and I entered a long. Like, just like completely going against my, and it probably a little bit of psychology in there. Previous day low is a good target. Yeah, it would have been. And you know what? Let me tell you something else, Ethan. If I didn't make that dumb mistake on the first trade, I could have probably taken 2 micros on this or 1 micro and at least held it knowing that, right? I would have been up. Do you think we're gonna reverse? I mean, maybe after today. I don't know about a reversal. I don't know if we have that much movement. There's the day's volume imbalance. 10:15. It looks like a sell day. That's the daily volume imbalance. I made a stupid mistake in going long. Yeah, it's just such a bad long. Like there was a nice 15-second entry. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. That was just really bad. And if I hadn't made that mistake, I would have been able to deal with this trade better. Now I don't regret with how I dealt with this trade, right? I secured my 2R. It was Monday. We got a wick. It was 10 a.m. I didn't want to get manipulated out on the open high of the 10 a.m. candle. It is what it is. Unfortunately, so like I said, this would have been my final objective: the -2 standard deviations of this manipulation and the daily volume imbalance high. That would have been my final objective. Now imagine we got to secure that. I would be like happy as fuck with 120 points. Like I would have been super happy to see that, you know. But we got to deal with it. We got to deal with our mistakes. So I'm glad I didn't break any rules, right? Because for example, if I did hold on to this, or if I let's say did 2 micros risk instead of one, I would just be breaking rules, And then I would have been rewarded here, and I would have been like, oh yeah, good decision. I mean, I wouldn't have said that because I'm pretty aware, but that's what happens to people. The most important part is to stay disciplined and follow. 9:46 to 10:01. We're gonna journal this trade. But yeah, anyone know how much I made on that trade? I lost 40 on the first one, and if I'm up, am I up 25 or 35? Why don't I just check the fill? Oh, reverse on the daily time frame and go lower? No, I think we're still gonna go higher. I think we're just gonna go lower in the beginning of the week, which is literally what I said at the beginning of the stream, and then I think we're gonna go higher from there. See how price is going slow? See how price like slowed down at the volume imbalance? Couldn't even trade to 50%. Yeah, to me, that kind of shows that what's your win rate? It's like around 50 right now, probably. It fluctuates from like 40 to 70. I'm pretty streaky. I haven't been trading long enough to have like a consistent number for you because I'm still like refining and stuff. 19768, 1943 to 0 to 07. 72 on the first trade. Yeah, it's not bad. There it is. Look at that speed, 50%, the volume imbalance. Closing above 50% of the volume balance there. It was everything formed here in that trade. Watching price here. I'm just journaling, guys, so that's why I'm not saying anything. But if anyone has questions, I wouldn't know. We could go lower into the weekly fair value gap. So I literally have the level marked out here. I think it's possible. TP -1. Yeah, I guess you could have just put stop loss. Really nice. It's unfortunate we didn't just keep going. We had a retracement, but it is what it is. Gold reversal. Did it take all-time highs? It would be weekly power of 3, but it's not good to short all-time highs. You're just trying to pick a top, and that's not the best way to trade. Nice trade. Thank you, brother. So I wouldn't expect gold to just... I mean, it could. It very well could. I just personally would never trade like that because you're trying to pick an all-time top, right? Like, that's a hard top to pick. Like 1 minute, 5 minute, it's not going to be enough to confirm. So you're really just, it's really hard. Like, you're pretty much, I don't want to say it, but like, you would be pretty much just gambling if you're taking shorts above all-time highs. Now, if you maybe look for like a quick scalp, like just you have one like a model that for some reason really quick in and out trades, aiming for like really low objectives, like you're just dealing with a retracement. Yeah, you could, but I wouldn't do shorting gold. I would just look at another asset personally. You don't want to be messing with all-time highs. It's really hard to predict. What's my weekly profile? Good question. Good question. Let's look at DXY weekly. We did take out that low. It's not enough to frame a reversal just simply off the fact we took that low. Let's look at the 4 hour. We could go up into the 4 hour here and then continue lower towards the relative equal lows here. We don't need to. I wouldn't try to pick the bottom here. So what I'd have to see is there's no SMT there either, right? So with gold, for example, it does seem very bearish. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't send this lower, but in my opinion, I would simply, like if I had to make a decision, I'd look for shorts from the 4 hour. So expecting like manipulation up, hit the 4 hour PD array, and then from there go lower. Could come into this order block, which is not technically an order block, but you can use it like one. And maybe we take out these equal lows all the way. So you compare that with like longs on euro, right? So see how gold euro retracing to a 4 hour bullish fair value gap. You could maybe pair longs with that idea. If you get the confirmation and then DXY lower, euro higher. That's what I would expect. Me personally. What do you think, bro? Yeah, so I mean it looks like we're rejecting off 50%. Could go lower, but like I said, I already missed out. Not interested anymore. 10:15 we entered the daily volume balance. I said I wanted this entry, but I missed it. Here we'll put SMT previous day high. You're on long gold? Yeah, go for it, bro. I mean, it would fit the description of DXY going lower. Good luck, my brother. I wouldn't try to pick. If I were to trade gold, I would look for longs. I wouldn't try and pick the top. It's more likely to continue than you just happen to pick the actual top of gold. Like, just think about that. Like, what are the actual chances that you're able to truly pick the all-time high for gold, right? Like, it's pretty unlikely. There's a greater chance that it's just going to continue. They probably want you to think that you can pick the top. It's all programmed this way. So I would just, yeah, if I were to trade gold, I would just look for the longs. I've never tagged. Let's note that. Never tagged. Mini bearish death candle on gold? What the fuck is a death candle, bro? Did you just make that up? Did you just make that up right now? I'll check out gold right now. Let me just screenshot this. You could definitely use that like an order block. That's not a bad long. I see what you're saying now. We left this open though. Not even. I mean, if it's really bullish, my God, what is a death candle? I think it just means a large volatility. I know what he meant. I mean, yeah, it could definitely go up from here. It's aggressive, but if it's really bullish, it'll go up and take out those relative equal highs. I don't know what that red line is. That red line I drew. There's a random red line, huh? So I guess I'd be focused here. SMT with silver. That's pretty good. Yeah, like I said, it's a good long. That's not a bad long. Oh, we hit the hourly fair value gap in discount. That's really nice for an intraday long. A lot lower than you would have expected, but the 1 minute time frame hitting there, yeah, it's not bad. You got the discount of this range for your entry. Is that an OTE entry as well? Hold on, let me show you something cool. I wonder how well this lines up. Not bad. I mean, it lines up with these relative equal highs really well. Those relative equal highs look really good. Just short of the OTE there. Yeah, it's not bad. That's a good long. Like I said, I wouldn't try and short the top, so I would be interested in this. I would have taken this long. Nothing I would have taken this long, but if I were to take a trade, this looks like the best thing that's formed so far. So easy to study it when you're not trading. Like it's so easy to like say something like that discipline, but when you're like actually trading, like with Nasdaq, like yeah, if I were to look back at Nasdaq chart and be like, yeah, this is like the best shit, I would have never taken that first long. But when you're actually looking at it live, it's different. But like yeah, looking at this, it looks really good. I would take profits there and then see if it runs up. Or if you're day trading, you just probably take a partial here, your premium array, and you're right. If you're wrong, it'll probably reverse around somewhere here. It could reverse some up here, wouldn't expect it to. So if you're wrong, then you would just be like engineered liquidity. I would look to take a partial here. Previous day low hit? Damn, eh? Let's put that in the journal too. Previous day low. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Oh, I didn't have that marked out, huh? Weird. Nice. You held that, huh? Caddy pen? I would have wanted to, but I want to say previous day low, low. I would have wanted to, but unfortunately, I took a bad first trade. I mean, I'll put that at the end of the day. We can remove. TP finally hit. Nice, man. I really wanted to hold that, but I had to. That's really nice. Negative 2.5 standard deviations. Beautiful. So it doubled this move twice and a half. Can we double the move 4 times to the weekly fair value gap? Could have been an amazing trade, man. We got filled over here. 322. Yeah, let's not get angry about it. There's gonna be more trades. Let's not worry about it. Let's worry about journaling and noting. Got 200 points. Nice, bro. What matters more is we were right about where price was gonna go. We called it out in advance. I called it out that I wanted the S&T at previous day high, and my lower objectives were here. So very good read. Very good read. Let's. We're gonna take previous week low. Yeah. So the weekly fair value gap high, previous week low, same thing. That would have been like my final objective for me personally. That would have been my final objective. So yeah, we could go there. We definitely could go there. Yeah, it's possible. I wasn't expecting this much move on Monday, but it delivered really nicely. So very nice. Very, very nice. Let me just quickly journal this, guys. Yeah, this was such a bad trade. Holy. This has to be like one of my, in my opinion, like it's not even like the actual trade itself, like just based off the rate and whatever. Depends on your risk to reward. This is gonna be a great journal. Very interesting that we moved this much on a Monday, huh? I guess, yo, we could get a lot of expansion Tuesday. Like, this is just making me so bullish for tomorrow. Like, this is all this is doing really, or for Wednesday. Like we get that manipulation lower. Weekly FEG high. We could. I mean, yeah. I guess this would be like my final. Damn, if we come all the way into here, that's a lot of movement for a Monday. Holy shit. 400 points. I mean, that's pretty much the average range of these candles. 300. Big. This is gonna be a good one for the journal. It's a beautiful like AMD, and then this is your standard deviations. Like it's a beautiful, beautiful, very nice price action in my opinion. Lines up nicely with the -2, -2, -2.5, partial 1, 2, 3. Like this could have been really well managed. Yeah, I can't wait for the day where I have like 5, 6 micros, you know, and we could actually like partial these out really nicely, you know, like and hold and actually manage a lot because we took TP1. Well, because I had the first trade that I lost, I needed to close this, right? So we managed to end up on the day. That's all I can ask for after making a dumb mistake like that. But assuming we did not make that dumb mistake, right? And I entered, let's say I had enough. How would I manage this? I'd be like four micros maybe. So three average. That's really good, bro. Yeah, that's not just good. That's if you're averaging 3 risk to reward, that's amazing. With 40% win rate, that's very good. That's really good. I'll tell you why it's good because with something like that, you can very well fine tune it to figure out why are you losing and just increase your win rate, you know? Because your win rate can always go up. You can eliminate taking bad trades, focus on taking the ones that are a little bit better. Yeah, this is insane. Holy shit. Boom. Yo, we dead ass called this shit at like 9:15, bro. Like we literally said that if it was gonna expand, I would expect these levels to get hit. I would have never been able to hold here because that's not my model. Would I have had a runner? Hard to get on a move like this. If you didn't get up here, not sure how you would have gotten up down here. Yeah, like it's really hard to get in there, in my opinion. If you got in here, I see the PA, AMD, the timing, it all makes sense. Yeah, we're up $30 on the day or something like that. I took one really bad trade, and then this was the move I wanted initially. I took a stupid long. Just literally just I don't know. I literally said that I wasn't gonna take that long, and then I took it. That was bad. But this was the actual move I wanted that I called out before stream. I don't know why I went away from my plan over here, but I ended up just not breaking even, but I just closed it like here. I got out right here, and yeah, and I'm happy with that, you know. This was like my final objective. Like This would have been like the most I would have expected possible. I wouldn't have. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't ready for it to move this much, but if it was gonna go lower, like I said, I want to see lower Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's a lot of movement for a Monday. We did have orange folder news, so it's not that bad, but it's a lot more than I expected. So let's go back. And I'm just going to journal this now because all the objectives were met. So we could like consolidate around now. 10:38, we hit the weekly candle. So I'm going to put this in the journal, right? 10:38, right there. We took previous day low, 10:31. Notice how long it took to get to the weekly fair value gap. Didn't waste any time at all, right? Weekly volume imbalance, we hit it at 10:15. What do you do the rest of the day? Today, I'm actually gonna do something pretty cool. And let me ask my girl. I might work out. I'm I'm definitely gonna work out. Maybe go for a swim, and I'm gonna do some Tuesday reversal. Yeah, I would expect so. Depends how today closes. Do you work someplace? I do not work currently, but after my vacation, which is September, at the end of it, I'm gonna be like doing. I'm gonna be like it's not like a registered job. Like I do this thing for cash, extra cash on the side. So I'll be doing that again when I come back from vacation at the end of September. So it starts in September. It starts so like in November, let's say in November, that's where I'll start doing that. If I get a lot of payouts before then I'm definitely not. But I probably will be. Realistically speaking, I don't want to like rush myself, so I'll probably do it. It's fun. It's basketball. I just work in basketball games, so I love basketball. So I'm happy working those games and just get the extra cash. Watch my old teammates play. It's fun. All right, this is going in the journal, and this is going as the end of day chart. Everything happened. Like, wow, very quick day. Nice. Yeah, that's the plan. And the first trade we took, oh, that was so bad. What? 90 points minus 40. Just gonna journal these trades quick. Trade one. Nah, I don't trade that. I don't even know what that is, to be honest, brother. I like investing in stocks, but everything's too expensive right now. Tesla's down 7. Hold on, let's look at Tesla. Actually, I might buy some Tesla. Maybe at the weekly fair value gap. Technically, we're in it. We don't have to go any lower. You use TradingView? Yeah, I love TradingView. You gotta include the volume imbalance. We've already went below the volume imbalance. At this point, I expect it to come into the view. We could potentially take longs from Tesla, like somewhere in here. Let's look in NVIDIA. NVIDIA also has a weekly fair value gap, so we'll mark those out. I have a top here 228. That's 212 to 228. 10 by 10. That's 100. Not bad. Yeah, I might long Tesla. We'll see. If I get the reversal I want on Nasdaq and stuff, then we could potentially long Tesla. If the S&P hits all-time highs, we're gonna have a really nice long on Tesla. Okay, so I already took a picture of this. You trying to change it? Yeah, so you just gotta go here. You go to Canvas. Sorry, not Canvas. Where is it? Oh, right here. So scaled in lines, time hours format. Just switch it to 12 hours. Yeah, it's a lot better, right? I'm always like 15. Like, you always have to count it every time. No matter how many times you do it, you always have to count it. So scales in lines, time hours format, 12 hours. I'd expect the retracement now in the 1050 macro, this hourly candle, right? And yeah, we got a max expansion here. Go lower, but what's up, Warrior? None. Yeah, this was both the first trade I took. So bad. Wow. I literally, guys, I broke almost, I think, every single rule. Petty Pan said, do you pay monthly trading subscription or have real-time data? Yes, I do. I pay the most simple one, whatever the cheapest one is. Yo, you know what's crazy, guys? You know what's actually crazy? I can't believe myself. Anyways, you know what's actually crazy? I literally said, I don't know who was here in the stream. I don't know who was here. I don't know if it's easy, but I don't know how I managed to still break my rules after I literally said, I said exactly this. I said, I don't know if who remembers. I said, I want to see NASDAQ come into the, I said, this is the game plan, guys. Everyone listen. I want to see NASDAQ come into the hourly fair value gap. Meanwhile, ES would take out previous day high. That's exactly what it says. I want to see exactly that happened. And then from there, I would want to see lower prices towards these equal lows. And the max I'd expect it to go are these levels right here. And what the hell did I do? I freaking took a long right here. Took a long right here, targeting London equal highs. Make it make sense, bro. Why did I do that? Like, that was the definition of chasing price and fear of missing out, probably. I literally I drew out the SMT. I was like, I'm expecting the SMT to like this, and I was like, it's gonna be weird because technically this was already taken, so it's gonna be like this. And I took a long. Free backtest site, Traders Casa, that's cool. ES already took high at that time. Yeah, and ES had already taken, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I literally said, NQ comes into the hourly fair value gap, ES takes previous day high, we have the SMT, and then from there, lower. Minimum, I'd expect the relative equal lows, and then at maximum, I'd expect this. And what did I do? ES took previous day high, Nasdaq came into here, and I took a freaking long. At least I did it with one micro, I will say, at least I did it with one micro, but come on, like, that's ridiculous. That's like ridiculous. I broke, bro. I didn't even realize. Like I just did it. You know, like at the time I didn't know I was breaking rules, but I didn't even use a hard time frame PD rate. I had nothing in terms of time on my side. I was trading 930 manipulation. Like at least I had a fair value gap to enter off of. The confluences, there was really nothing. Just the fair value gap, the breaker. Like yeah, that was just like probably one of the worst trades I've ever taken. Like wow, like Just makes no sense. That trade made no sense. Well, the good news is we were able to predict price really well. We made back our loss and a little bit. Our objectives were met. We pretty much, I don't want to say I saw this happening before. I honestly was expecting more of a range, so maybe like just these equal lows. Um, but I did say if it was going to continue lower, I'd expect it to go towards here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to hold towards here, but that's simply because I made the first mistake, right? That first mistake I made is what caused me to not be able to hold because, for starters, I was already down. And that second trade I take, like I'm very, very, very picky. Like unless I can put my stop at like 2R, I'm gonna close around 2R because the whole point of that second trade is to give myself a chance because I believe in myself with two chances. Like I can break even on the day or make some from the first trade if I lose. If I win my first trade, I don't trade again. But if I take my second, if I do take my second trade, it's simply to try and make up the first. I'm not looking for a big home run. If I did get a better fill, now this is hindsight. I don't know who remembers, but I had my limit. My original limit was right here. This was my original trade. It was some 75% this wick for the stop loss. This was my original trade, and I was aiming for those equal lows. It was like somewhere. It was right here. So it would have been stop like TP1 or just full TP would have been right here. This was my original fill. I never got filled. I missed out. I didn't see that volume imbalance. Otherwise, I 100% would have done this because I drew the fair value gap wrong. So price didn't even go to the fair value gap high. So how did I get it on that trade? I took the order block and I took the trade like this. And my stop loss was like 75% of this wick. And we ended up closing there. Or like somewhere here. So I still got in, recognized this order block, but we missed the fill here. The only way I really could have held on to that is if I did get this fill, right? Because then I could have put my stop like here, and that would have been like break even for the day. So where my stop was, I could have left it at break even for the day. Like that's the only chance I would have had. How was your weekend? It was really good. Spent a lot of time with my girl, chilled, did a lot of backtesting. I'm working on 2024 notes. I'll give you guys a little bit of a leak. Um, these are what they're looking like right now. So that's the disclaimer. And these are what the notes. So I have to go back, right? I'm not gonna use ICT's charts. I have to go back and chart everything he's talking about. Talking about himself. There's basically a whole trade model in here. So if you were to use the 2024 notes, you could literally have your own model. It's a pretty good model to determine drama. These are the executions, guys. Yo, what do you guys think about my new chart color though? I freaking love this color. It's like an off-white. It's like a D4, D4, D4. I don't know. Actually, I really like it. It's like a little. Honestly, it looks kind of different on Top Step. Wait. Yo, this doesn't look the same, does it? This is what it's supposed to look like. I feel like it looks different here. Hmm. I don't know. Looks a little different here, but I suppose it's supposed to be the same. I don't know. I like it. It's like a grayish beige. I don't know. I think it's clean. The retracement here. I'll put that in after in my journal. Yeah. If you give us your notes, we can compare our notes, and it would be a big help, brother. Yeah, I got you. I'll definitely do it. Longs. I mean, you could. If I were gonna take a long, it would have been I would have been in already, and I would have simply this long would simply be a retracement. I'm not trying to pick the bottom of the day, right? It could go lower from here. I'm not gonna try and pick the bottom of the day, but it's fair to assume This imbalance right here, price has not come back into it. That would have been my TB right there. This literally would have been the long, right? 1050 macro, it's common for it to retrace. Inversion fair value gap, forming a fair value gap. That's your entry. This is your stop loss. You can even get a little higher because it shouldn't even trade to this low. And if it does, it shouldn't respect 50% of this wick. Your stop loss doesn't have to be here. It should be here. Yeah, it's 1.7 R. So I wouldn't have even taken this trade because it's garbage. Let's say you aim for conflict and encroachment. Maybe you get 2.2 R. Just simply a retracement of the last dealing range. I wouldn't. You can't really do more, in my opinion. It's not my model. I guess you could have trailed your stop, taken this order block. Could aim for the old previous day low. It lines up with 50% pretty nicely, so it's not bad. So kind of it for me. I won't be entering any stock positions today. Probably buy below tomorrow's low. Hold on, when does the daily candle open for stocks? It's 9:30, right? They all open at 9:30. So if I draw a line right here, or does it open at like a different time in the afternoon? I'm not sure. Oh, it is 9:30. Nice. So I'll probably be buying Tesla below tomorrow's low, expecting price to come into here at least. Yeah, some Tesla longs. All right. Not much more here for me to do. I can show you guys the journal, although I'm gonna post it in the Discord. So trade one, honestly, I don't even want to talk about trade one. It was so bad. Trade two, day chart. We'll put that in. I'm gonna go put in another end of day chart. Let me put that in the comments so I don't forget. I want to see. Put it in my sense. I want to see what happens in PM. I want to study the PM. Wait, all right. Oh. And then the last thing I put in my journal is a picture of the economic calendar. You can quickly find out which days you're worse at. For example, you can find out, are you like losing every time there's red folder news? Are your trades too early at red folder news? Usually silver bullets, one of the better times to trade. If you're gonna trade those news events. So you can find that out, see where your model's better, where it's just collecting data. This is a good journal. I'm probably not gonna change the journal for a really long time. If not, then literally never. I have pretty much everything I need. I like this journal. That's all I'm gonna say. Could expect 50% of this whole range, hypothetically. Maybe this imbalance. But let's see. I wouldn't look for any longs. I mean, I'm not looking for any trades, but if I were to take something, I'd probably expect something similar to that. If anyone has any questions, now would be a great time. You longed? Did you get it in here? Or are you just long now? What platform are you use to trade on your Top Step? I just use Top Step. So with Top Step, you can use TradingView. It's up to you. When you sign up with Top Step, it's going to ask you which platform do you want to use. Do you want to use TopStep X or do you want to use Tradeovate? If you're going to use Tradeovate, obviously you just come here and you just sign into Tradeovate. It's like one of these options, it's like right there. And then you can trade directly on TradingView. All your accounts will show there. If you get multiple accounts, you're going to have to get a trade copier. And I don't know if there's any free ones. So that's why I didn't do that. If you do choose TopStep X, it's the same thing here. I like this. I feel like there's no reason to not use this. You don't even have to chart on TradingView because literally everything you would need on TradingView is here. And it's even better because you have access to 15-second charts. Like you have access to all the charts. You have access to unlimited. You have access to unlimited. What is this? Like layouts. They're like they give you like a full package. So in my opinion, it's really good. You can use the 1 minute and then 15-second to your advantage. Can you give me a breakdown of that short? Yeah, I got you, bro. So pretty simple. If you're bullish on the higher time frame, right, and it's the weekly chart open, you would want to see manipulation lower, right? So where did I want to see manipulation lower? Now we don't have to reverse in the weekly candle, but nonetheless, the drawn liquidity was previous day's low, and then there's also the weekly fair value gap, daily fair value gap high. That's the first part of this short, right? After this long wick, we failed to get into here. We closed below. I would want to see price move lower, and then ideally from there higher, but let's take it one step at a time, right? The first step would be lower. So you have the weekly fair value gap, you have the daily fair value gap right here, and you have previous day low. And then at the bare minimum, the daily volume imbalance. If you come on the daily chart, you can see there's a daily volume imbalance. I actually marked that wrong. I don't think it'll make a difference because it's really small. But that's your daily volume imbalance. So knowing that's where price is likely to go, yeah, it doesn't matter. How do you frame a trade idea off that? Now it's Monday. There was orange folder news, not big news. So I wasn't expecting that much of a range day. Looking at the intraday chart, where can price go? We've already expanded up. We've left all this. These are relative equal lows. These are relative equal lows. These are Asia lows. So, oh, this is previous PM low. So, is your ITP? Yeah. This is previous PM low, and you have these relative equal lows. Just low resistance liquidity pretty much all the way, right? 7:45 a.m. We took out these lows. Low resistance liquidity runs. Yes. I mean, in terms of these, because we took out, I'm just trying to build in the narrative here. We took out these lows, right? So this is now your initial sell side liquidity. This is your initial sell side liquidity, right? You have your initial buy side liquidity. 1 minute time frame, I'll explain that to you. This is your initial buy side. After it takes out this, price came up. And there's many ways to frame this trade. Like, for example, this is how I did it, right? The hourly fair value gap, and there's an SMT at previous day high. Looks something like this. It looks something like this. There's an SMT here. Something like this, right? So SMT, hourly fair value gap, that's one way to frame the trade, right? You look at the manipulation leg into the hourly fair value gap. That's this leg right here. See how price manipulated in? You want to see this move get doubled. At the minimum, double to the opposite direction. So where is that? If this move was going to get doubled. So look at this. This is what people don't know about standard deviation, by the way. So look at this. 59 points, right? Into the manipulation. You want to see 59 points at the minimum, opposite direction. That's what negative standard deviation is. So we took out the sell side. We manipulated up. This is simply an AMD. So you could have just traded that simply. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution, standard deviations on the manipulation leg. You want to see it at least hit -1. That's one singular move. If the move was going to double, so this is 60 points, that's another 60. If the move is going to double, it's right here. And if it's going to triple, you'd expect at least half of that triple, right? And then if you get the best expansion, it's 4 times this manipulation. That's 60 points. I don't know if I'll stream. Maybe. I'll try. I'd have to stream. Like maybe I would do it in Discord, but I'm gonna try my best. I would do it on Discord or like stream on like mobile or something. Because I can't take my computer, but I can take my laptop. So I'll have to see how strong YouTube is on my laptop. If it works, I'll do it. If not, I'll do a Discord stream or just like alerts or something. I'll definitely be trading though. So I'll probably make a video on this. Yeah, I'll probably make a video on this, just explaining the standard deviations. Let me put that in my notes. Monday 26. And yeah, that's pretty much the move. How would you have got it in? There's many ways to get in on this trade. That's an order block. This is an inversion of the first fair value gap. That's a bearish fair value gap. There's a breaker. Is there a rejection block in there? Then there's no rejection. No rejection block. How do you add the image on Notion? Like the cover with the cover photo. I just made it myself. I literally just went on Canva and I made it myself. I just searched up Canva. I'll type it in chat. Long U 15-minute chain of state delivery. Let's see. Let's see if you had a correct chain of state delivery marked out here. I'm gonna assume you did not mark this out as your chain of state delivery. This is your chain of state delivery. I'm gonna assume you did not mark that out correctly. I don't know where your fill was. If I was looking for a long, I would simply do something like this and look for price to come. I would say at least this fair value gap. It doesn't have to. You could scan for SMTs here, include the volume imbalance. It could go up. It looks like it's rejecting right now. You wouldn't want to see it go. I don't know where you got filled. What do I think? Yeah, it looks like it'll probably take out these highs. I think that's a fair assumption. But I don't know if your actual transaction is good. I don't know where you got filled. But it does look like we'll take out some of these highs at least. Looks like nice low resistance liquidity. People who have been short the entire day, they've been profitable. We came into here. So, oh, we never came into there. I wonder if GBP came into there. It probably did, right? Oh, wow. No, it didn't. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Could manipulate lower. I would have, if I saw that, I would have wanted to take longs from here, actually. What is this? Friday, 10 a.m.? Oh, it was the Powell guy. Yeah, I would have wanted to see longs from here. We fell short. But we did come into this wick, 50%. Did we respect it? Yeah, we did, but interesting, yeah. I probably would have wanted to see manipulation here. So, this just looks like a strong drawn liquidity to me. Got in at 11649. Okay, 11649. 49. That's not bad. Because if I was going to long this, I would look for a fill here. So as soon as price came into here, I would go down to the 1 minute and look for confirmation. So maybe this candle, right, gets displaced. That's an order block. Maybe we get a breaker. So we get something like low, high, low, higher, high, low, high, lower, low, higher, high. So it's not bad. I would have waited for confirmation now, but if you got the reversal earlier, man, that's good. That's just my model. I would have to wait for like now. See if there's a confirmation. That's just me. Someone said they're looking for shorts on thing again, off the volume imbalance. Yeah, you can short that. Look at that delivery. Perfect. Did we? Oh, I was gonna say that'd be really nice. Go journal it? Yes, sir. Journaling is the most important part. If you get a nice breaker here, high, low, higher, high, lower, low, OTE of this range. I don't know how much room we have for lower though, but possible. Not for me, but hey, try it, bro. If you see something. What else I want to talk about? So the 2024 notes, they're gonna come out hopefully by the end of the week, and I'll be updating it every time he streams, obviously. And No one will be able to edit it except me. So 2024 notes are gonna come out. What else is coming out? I don't know what video to make next. We target the daily fair value gap. Yeah, you could maybe see this move get doubled, right? So, and that would be the daily fair value gap if I'm not mistaken, or it'd be half this move. Yeah, 0.5 is right there. Not bad. 2024 model. I can't make a. I mean, I could make a YouTube video on it, but it wouldn't really make sense because I'm releasing all my notes, and it wouldn't really make sense. Video on 2024 model summary. Interesting, huh? The 2024 model summary. You guys want that, huh? I could. It's very simple. It's very simple. I mean, I could do it. It would be reviewing kind of what he's teaching. That's what you guys want, huh? Yeah, that's interesting, actually. I could do that. I would just label it like reviewing the 2024 model. And I would just go through pretty much the examples in the mentorship. But I guess I would have to give you some live examples too. Because now I'll tell you what's annoying. Like, if I wish I knew that. Because if I knew that in advance, I should have asked in Discord. Because now I'm going to have to go back again and re-annotate, which is fine. I'll do it. That would be a good video if people actually understand what's happening in 2024 mentorship. But like, for example, like this would be your model. This is like, he kind of gave out two models, if I'm going to be honest. Like he kind of talks about like entering at 10, but for the most part, the model is simply targeting new day opening gaps and new week opening gaps as a draw on liquidity and the opening range gap. And then the actual entry model is using a fair value gap, noting stuff like the first fair value gap, targeting the opening range gap, and then targeting relative equal highs and lows. Like it's literally, so draw on liquidity, like every ICT model, right? It's determining your draw on liquidity and then a repeating phenomenon to capture some of the move towards it. So it's pretty much, you look at where the new day opening gaps are, right? New week opening gaps, new day opening gaps. You look at where the opening range gap is, and you also look at relative equal highs, relative equal lows. So, for example, right here, relative equal highs. Right here, relative equal lows. Right here. Boom. Very simple. So, it's just like very simple. Just literally targeting relative equal highs and lows. So, yeah, I could make a video. So like see here, see how there's a cluster of new day opening gaps and lows? That's your drawn liquidity. You have relative equal highs with the cluster of new day opening gaps and lows. That would be your target. So stuff like that. This is the Asia session model he teaches. And by the way, when you look at these notes, I know it looks not clear. Just click plus 150. You can read everything clearly. I put it in the disclaimer that you should probably read these in plus 150. You can actually see what's happening. Initial sell side, initial buy side. It's minor sell side liquidity. We're talking trade setup mostly before 9:30. For the most part, at the beginning, yes, but then he's more leaning into after the open, because you started teaching about the opening range gap. So kind of both, you know. He was basically teaching, if you can't get up before 9:30, how can you trade? And then if you can, you try to trade the 10 a.m. silver bullet, right? Like after 9:30. So a lot of this, like for example, everything in the most recent days, he's posting about 9:30 after, because that's when he's starting the stream. So same thing here, right? New day opening gap, came back. Your new week opening gap is higher. You have the sell side sweep, and then the breaker. Look at this. New day opening gap. Boom. Traded back above it aggressively. We formed a bullish breaker. This is your very first fair value gap after 9:30. Perfect delivery on the inversion. Taking out the relative equal highs. So that's not bad. That's not bad. The thing is, like, oh, where are you going on vacation? I'm going to visit my brother in Los Angeles. So I'll be waking up at 6 a.m. to trade because it's 3 hours behind. So I will be doing that. Yep. Macro retracement delivered really nice. 1050 retraces so often, I swear you could just make a model off that alone. Literally just trading the retracement. Oh, let me look at my crypto. Yeah, let's go pumping. I want to see Bitcoin rally. I guess I'll keep an eye out on the. Make a new tab here and watch Tesla. What was the price level of the new week opening gap? I mean, the weekly fair value gap. Put an alert there because I'm probably gonna look to long around here, and it's also in line with the weekly power of three. Look at that, bro. We picked up. This weekly candle is gonna reverse, bro. There's no way. I'm pretty entitled to think this weekly candle is gonna reverse. All right, guys. I think that's it for me. If anyone has any questions going once, I would ask now. I will. How big will be tough? The good use and stuff. Holy shit. No. To be honest, I have no idea, man. You're going to be used. I mean, sure, it's a nice thing to use, I guess. Like just more options. I don't see what's the point of it. Like, why not just use? Wouldn't you just use other stuff? Why do you have to use Bitcoin? Like, just use a credit card, for example, or debit card or cash. I mean, it's not bad. I heard the Trump thing where he said he wants to like make it really good. Sure. With Nasdaq, you can use either. Just use the same one just to keep it simple. NQ and ES and MNQ and MES. But it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Can I trade on mobile with TopStep X? Yes, you can. Yes, you. I think they have an app actually. If they don't have an app, you can definitely do it on the browser. I've done it before at the gym. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but I have. It's pretty nice, pretty same. And if I think they do have an app though, if I'm not mistaken. Man, I don't know. TopStep X. Listen, I wouldn't want to be. Oh shoot! I forgot to trade my other account, guys. This one. Um, Top Step. Honestly, I don't know, man. I really like Top Step. Like I really like Top Step. I would recommend them to anyone, really. And that's like they haven't like I'm not like sponsored or anything. But yes. Oh, there was SMT. Yeah, you can get you can get SMT between them. But yo, the fact even Top Step X, the fact they give you this, bro. You know how expensive this is on TradingView? I swear it's like 50 a month or something, bro. The real time data and all this. I don't know if there's any promos right now. You'd have to. Best thing you can do is go to their Discord and sign up for their email subscriptions, and they usually do stuff there. Sometimes on Top Step TV as well, they release like stuff. They give you the seconds chart. Like, damn, bro. Like, how expensive is that? TradingView. That's like premium, right? They give you TradingView like the premium. TradingView premium. How expensive is TradingView premium? Plus 4 charts per tab, 10 indicators. What's Where's the seconds chart? Where's the seconds chart? Seconds based alerts. Bro, they literally give you TradingView Premium. That's 50 a month, bro. For free. Plus the data, that's like 60 a month. You're saving 60 a month and you get access to all this stuff. And look at this, guys. They give you like a performance thing. Tells you right now I'm at 46%. We're coming out of the losing streak. It says this is 1 to 2, but it's not true. This is not true, so I guess it's not true data. Because when you have a partial, when you do a partial, it counts as another trade. Like it counts as a separate trade. So it's gonna see I have like 30 trades, for example, but that's just because I have runners. So it'll see like, oh, you took one partial, you only made 50 on that trade. But when you lose, you're not parceling your losses, right? So when you lose, it's a full loss. When you win a partial, right? You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. So this is the actual. We'll have to use this data for that. But nonetheless, we're still in. I mean, we're not in a losing streak anymore. That was a pretty long losing streak. That was 7 trades lost in a row, and most of them were full risk. But yeah, I don't know. I like Top Step. You have all the trading view stuff. The charts look clean. There's no like weird things. You can just right click to buy. You can put layouts. It's nice. And what more would you want? You have executions. Agreed, right? It's just so clean. Like, yeah, it's perfect, bro. Like, there's no complaints. You got a free copy trader. That's like, bro, they literally be saving you like 100 a month, bro. Almost. You get a free copy trader. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop glazing the shit out of Top Step. But with that being said, I'm gonna head out. Let me post this before I forget. All right, guys. Top Step better than Trade with Video MD5. Yeah, in my opinion, it's Top Step is probably the best. They're also really reputable, so it's safe. All right, guys. I'm gonna post this in the Discord, and we're done. We're done for today. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do some other things. I actually didn't stream today, did he? I was 25 on the day. We'll take it. Can't complain. See you, my brother. Take care, my man. Thank you guys for joining. Yo, we're almost at. We already hit 1K subs, yo. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. See you, man, Jerry. Take care, brother. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.